And other Democrat state politicians try to cram through their corrupt redistricting scheme to rig elections in California. There's a lot of backroom political deals being made, and we're lifting the veil on the corruption. That's right. We're naming the names of politicians in the state capitol who are trading their vote for their own political future ambitions. Coming up, we're naming names, and we're explaining how you can join the fight to stop the power grab by politicians to draw their own election districts with this redistricting scheme. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state legislator. And next week, Gavin Newsom and California Democrat politicians in the state legislature are going to cram through an illegal and unconstitutional bill to redistrict California congressional districts, not through the state constitutional process of an independent citizens redistricting commission that does it once every 10 years on a nonpartisan basis in the light of day with open public hearings, but rather politicians who have been working behind the scenes in back rooms, trading votes on a gerrymandered map. It's been going on for the past several weeks. You've been hearing about it in the news, but the news media hasn't given you the full story. So I'm going to be naming some names here. I'm going to be revealing 3 politicians at least that we have the goods on that have been trading their vote on these redistricting maps because they are trying to manipulate the lines of a nice, juicy congressional seat that they want for themselves. These are sitting state legislators who are behind closed doors manipulating lines for their own political personal benefit. I also have an update on the legal ruling that we've asked for from the Office of Legislative Counsel because we believe overwhelmingly that this is an illegal act that the governor and the legislature are about to take. We want it canceled. We want it stopped. The only person that can do that before the vote happens next week is the general counsel for the legislature. That is the Office of Legislative Counsel. And we will tell you what response we received to my memo that we released this week, outlining 3 constitutional and legal violations with this redistricting scheme. You won't be surprised by it. Before I get into naming the names of the 3 legislators that are trading their votes for their own political future, I want to ask you to join the fight to stop this corruption. Fight for fair elections. We've got to preserve the citizens' initiative that created the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission in 2010 to draw fair election maps, not based on partisanship, but based on, in the state constitution, clear criteria. Number 1, geographic compactness. Number 2, natural community ties. Number 3, minority voting rights. And number 4, nonpartisan with an eye towards competitive districts, not gerrymandered districts to the benefit of a specific politician, like the 3 you're about to hear about, or a political party, as Gavin Newsom has openly admitted. He's trying to eliminate Republican seats to benefit the Democrats. He's already admitted the crime. If you want to stop this, if you want to fight for fair elections, go to the website reformcalifornia.org. Reformcalifornia.org. We are mobilizing a statewide campaign to defeat Gavin Newsom at the polls because we believe that this is going to be happening next week, even though it's illegal. Yes, we're going to be tied up in courts, but they're going to have a special election November 4th, this November 4th. Literally, ballots hit mail boxes in 7 weeks. We need to be ready to defeat Gavin Newsom, which means we need your help. So go to the website reformcalifornia.org. Do 3 things. Number 1, share the news about this redistricting scheme, including how much it costs, how we are exposing the corruption and the gerrymandering that's going on. Share the news stories, like this video, subscribe to this channel to help us spread the word. Second, sign up. We are going to be coming to your neck of the woods in California, doing rallies and deployments and gearing up the campaign on October 1st. And we want to make sure you get the information as we're gearing up the campaign. Sign up at the bottom of the website, first name, last name, email, phone, and zip code, and you will be tethered into our growing movement to take back the state. Finally, third, and most importantly, please chip in a contribution. We need gas in the tank. The contribution button is right there on the website. If you don't contribute, we don't have the resources, the gas in the tank to fight these battles. Okay. I'm going to first, before I get to naming the 3 corrupt politicians that are trading their votes for their own political future, let me talk about the response to my legal memo. You can check out my website, demayoassembly.org, for a copy of the 4-page legal memo that lays out the 3 reasons why this is illegal. Number 1, we cannot redistrict within the 10-year period. The state constitution clearly states in Article 21, Citizens Initiative says only once every 10 years on the ones. This is against the timeline that's in the state constitution. Therefore, you can't even have a vote or a special election mid-decade. Number 2, the Citizens Initiative, Article 21, says the politicians can't be involved in creating maps. Therefore, they can't vote on a map next week. The state constitution makes it illegal, unconstitutional. And third, maps cannot be drawn based on partisan goals. Newsom and the Democrats have already admitted they're going to eliminate 5 Republican seats. They've already admitted their crime. The maps are directed to eliminate Republican seats. The state constitution prohibits the drawing of a map based on partisan or political party advantage. So whenever someone is sworn into office, they take an oath. They swear under law and under God that they will uphold the state constitution. They're violating it openly. And so this vote can't happen next week. So we asked the Office of Legislative Counsel to rule this whole scheme to be illegitimate and unconstitutional, and therefore cancel the vote next week. Nope. She says, quote, and here's the headline from KCRA, California Legislative Council won't say if Democrat redistricting pushes is illegal. Won't say. Okay, talk about lack of transparency. Okay, when the lawyer says, I'm not going to let you know whether it's legal or illegal. She's hiding behind the non-disclosure confidentiality rules that she claims are in place. This is not true. At any time, the Democrats can authorize this Ledge Council to release anything publicly. They can waive attorney-client privilege. I've asked for a legal opinion. I'm a member of the legislature. I can release the memo. She's not going to give me a memo. I don't expect a response. And I'm just, again, I always say, and she's appointed by Democrats. You know, this is a nonpartisan office, my foot. I always say, give your opponent the chance to do the right thing. And when they don't, then hold them accountable. So the Office of Legislative Counsel, quote, provides nonpartisan legal services. Again, nonpartisan, my foot. Relating to the legislative process to the legislature, governor, and other state officers. In that regard, we maintain an attorney-client relationship with each member of the legislature and the governor, which requires confidentiality. Additionally, our office is not authorized to provide general legal advice or interpretations of law to members of the public. Therefore, we are unable to comment on any request for legal services from a member of the legislature or to provide any general legal advice. But remember, this is a letter from Assembly member Carl DeMaio. I'm a member of the legislature. I'm asking her to respond to the 3 clear unconstitutional violations that this redistricting scheme would pose. She's not going to do it. She violates her duty. Therefore, she's unfit for office. And we are taking note. Again, I always say, let people have an opportunity to do the right thing. And when they don't, call their asses out. That's right. So here's another one. We know that the redistricting process right now is being done behind closed doors. Even the liberal Cal Matters admits that this is being done behind closed doors. Dan Walters says, California was a model for transparency. Now the Capitol operates in the dark. And he raises a number of problems with lack of transparency. And he points out, case in point is the current effort by Governor Gavin Newsom and Democrat legislators to draw new maps for the state's 53 congressional districts with the aim of capturing enough new seats to offset the Republican gerrymandering in Texas. Just as an aside, I think Texas is doing it wrong. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay, so I'm very principled about this. I don't like Texas gerrymandering, and I'm certainly not liking California gerrymandering, but there's a difference. Texas doesn't have a state constitution that prohibits what Newsom and the Democrats are about to do. There's a big difference. Anyway, California's new maps are being drafted in secret, a sharp contrast with the months-long public deliberations 4 years ago of the State Redistricting Commission, behind closed doors. Here is the actual language of the Article 21, Section 2 of the state constitution. This is why this is so appalling, what Newsom and the Democrats are doing behind closed doors to gerrymander and manipulate election districts and deprive us of fair elections. First and foremost, it says that the commission shall be impartial and reinforce public confidence in the integrity of the process. That's certainly not happening behind closed doors right now by the politicians. It also says that the testimony shall be done in public, that they're not allowed to take any testimony from any individual in the creation of a map. And here we've got the public testimony. The commission shall conduct open and transparent process for full public consideration and comment on redrawing of lines. That's not happening right now. And it says that they're not allowed to discuss any issue outside of a public hearing. And this is so important because we don't want to have people passing information to members of the commission so that they have information that's not presented in the public light of day. We have an environment that's being created here with the backroom deals where members of the legislature are openly trading their votes at this point. So what I want to do is name three names, three sitting legislators who are going to vote on these maps, who need to vote on the maps because you need to get to 2/3 vote. And they've been saying, well, what's in it for me? Okay, I've got sources, and they've been trading their vote for the maps that will benefit them. They're actively engaged in discussions about the benefit to them of these maps. The first one is the Senate leader, Mike McGuire. He wants a map, and here is California's congressional districts. He wants District 1. Right now, District 1 is represented by Doug LaMalfa, and he wants to take Doug LaMalfa's district and cut out the Republican areas, as many as possible, and draw the map down the coast so that it includes Marin County, all the way to the San Francisco area. So all this space down here would be added to this map where Mr. McGuire represents his state Senate seat. Then you've got this member of the state legislature, Senator Angelique Ashby. She's in the Sacramento area. And so as they are drawing the map to eliminate Kevin Kiley's district, what they're talking about is opening up a congressional district for Senator Ashby. Hence, her vote moves over to the scheme. And then finally, in the assembly, Jasmeet Bains, assembly member. Oh, look, she's already running for Congress. And she is actively trolling and cajoling so that District 21, the district that she's running for, currently held by David Valadeo. No, it's not District 21, it's District 22. That this district will go from R1 to like D5, D6, so that she becomes a member of Congress. So her vote is now secure. Oh, and several other members we're hearing whispers about. These are the three confirmed, okay? We know that these three are actively like panting like dogs in heat. Oh boy, yeah. Give me a better district. Give me a better district. Move the line. Yeah, move that one up there. Absolutely corrupt. Backroom dealing, trading of votes. And it's absolutely unethical. And it is absolutely unconstitutional. And they're denying it. Oh, I didn't do it. No, corrupt. Corrupt as the day is long. And so we see a corrupt bargain in the legislature for the partisan and personal political benefit of these individuals coming together behind closed doors. The politicians choosing their voters versus the voters choosing the politicians. It stinks. The stench of corruption is so clear. And we need to make sure people know about this. And what's going to happen is you're going to see a map when it's released this week. In a couple of days, we're going to see the maps. You're going to see these three members right smack dab in the middle of very favorable Democrat-leaning congressional districts. You can't make this stuff up. It's as plain as day. And it's wrong. And so in this election, I believe we will be able to defeat Gavin Newsom and the California politicians' corrupt redistricting scheme. But we need to explain to people the self-dealing that's happening, the backroom deals, the fact that it's violating the state constitution, and make the case that this whole redistricting process should reside where the citizens put it in 2010, in the hands of a nonpartisan, independent citizen redistricting commission. Look, we're going to need your help in this fight. So go to the website, reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org. If you're not signed up, then you're not going to be involved in the fight. I need you to join. Get off the couch, into the fight, and get your friends to sign up at this website as well so that they get the information and that they can help us get the word out in October when ballots hit mailboxes. That's just 7 weeks from now. Plus, please chip in a contribution. We've got to get the word out, so let's activate. Until next time, I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state. Reform California with Carl DeMaio is paid for by Carl DeMaio for State Assembly.